that.
Hey, kappa kappa, hey, kappa kappa, hey.
Ah, scared the hell out of me with that. Was not expecting that. I haven't hooked up the light. I've got a portable light over there. Let me turn off the sound. I had it earlier from when I was watching yours. All right, that should be better. I tried watching that other guy stream and could not do it. He wasn't answering. I got the. Let me go and show you. I got the water in the tower hooked up. I bought that second claim. I had 1.9 million, and I almost bought that claim right above the water town, the next one up. But I held off. I figured I'd do it in order. But let me fast track over there. I don't know if it's a very good setup. It's like you said, it was rough getting in there, and then my dang truck kept on wanting to clip, so I couldn't hardly see. But I bought the claim, and I bought the water tower, and I got 2 generators right there. Yeah, I probably should have. I mean, I could even have got a couple more washouts and had plenty extra. But my truck glitched, and you can see I lost my hood. Oh heck, I don't even have to go there. I'm not used to this fast travel. Hold on. Let me pull up the map. But I stuck the 2 pumps here. Don't know whether that's a good spot for them or not. I got the little generator there. Like you said, I can put the wash plants in there. There's my hood. When it glitched out, I think there's a way you can reattach it. I saw somewhere on Google that if you go to Nighthawk or somewhere and reset the vehicle, it pops back on. I don't know. I hadn't looked. But I got that starting to fill up for when I do come over. I know I do want to get my big Connex here with the electricity and stuff like that, so I don't have to run this generator the whole time. I wish you could leave your fuel can like popped up in there and just automatically refill to keep it, you know, full. I tested that out. That didn't work. The pumps, I got them fueling the water tower, pumping water to water towers. That way I can start getting that filled up. What do you do? Did you just buy your water? Yours came full. Heck, I bought this and fixed it. No, it only had like 10,000. For me, it only had 10,000 gallons in it. How did you get yours full? Dang, you got a good glitch in, yeah, because I don't have that. I've always had to refill mine. And like I said, during the daytime, now not during the night, but during the daytime, I had Arnold's here. Yeah, I wouldn't say nothing. But here at Arnold's, yeah, during the daytime, this whole creek will dry up. There'll be nothing but dirt. And then once it starts getting nightfall, it'll start refilling back up. I did, but I didn't understand what you're talking about for your script. I know you were digging fast or something, but I'm not sure what you meant by your script. Now, is that a mod or something? Now, I know in the settings, like if you set it to 12, everything goes fast. Well, I don't know about everything goes faster, but the generators and all that go faster. And you burn fuel faster. Like when I go to settings here. Yeah, I keep this on 1 except for when I'm smelting, then I put it to 12. Now, do you use Discord much? Here, let me look up my name, and then you can add me, and then that way also it's easier to chat. I think I might have to turn off, if I go to settings, I got to turn off streamer. That way I can see what my name is on it. Alright, let's see. Alright, Sarge 5936 for my Discord. Let me know if you do send a request, and I'll accept it, and I'll invite you to our Discord. Click what link? not seeing a link. The Sarge 5936 isn't showing up. Okay, hold on. Yeah, see, I just get an asterisk there. I don't know why that is. But hold on. Let me see if I can do it this way. See if that'll give you the invite to our Discord.
The answer is yes.
There we go.
Oh, now I got to mute your stream. I was just about to send it to you in a whisper on Twitch too.
Ah.
You have the same auto mod setting that I have on mine, where links are disabled.
There we go. That way you should be added. Hopefully that way it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah. Here, I will send you a direct invite to mine.
Okay.
There you go. But yeah, no. So that script was just a program that runs alongside the game.
Okay.
I've been working on it for a while because when I stream, I don't like how slow it takes to get anything done.
Right. Yeah, I dropped off that dang water or that generator, and somehow that truck didn't like where I put it, and it flipped and it shook everything out of the damn truck, including the hood off of it.
I went to go shut off, like I parked my truck, hit the e-brake, and I went to go shut off the lights. And I had the fuel trailer hooked up to the truck. Nothing around it. And it launched the hood and the fuel trailer way up into the sky. The fuel trailer came back down, the hood didn't.
Well, mine, it came back to, I guess, to where, like when you do storage and you move it and put it over there, but everything I had in the back of the truck was scattered throughout. I had to go around and pick that up off the claim. And a lot of them were the dang teeth for my excavator. So I had to find, there was like 10 of them I had to find on the ground.
But yeah, no, so with my water tower, it's been a glitch. It's been a known glitch to the game that they patched out, but for some odd reason it didn't patch. So when I buy the water towers, they come full of water, and I don't have to refill them.
I wonder if that's to say, well, of course, you, like you said, you haven't been on Arnold's that long. I'm just hoping the other ones isn't like Arnold's, and you know they dry up and then you got to do it at night because sometimes it's a pain.
I'm kind of wondering because there's been a lot of patches that they've done that I don't get, and I wonder if it's because I've been working on this script for so long.
Yeah, canceling some of that out where it don't take effect.
Yeah, like I get all the updates, like when they put new stuff into the game, I get that. But they're a lot of their bug patches don't apply to me.
Yeah, the only bug right now that I don't like is, and it did it on the dump truck, but that seemed to be fixed where it clipped into the bed. But the pickup truck is still clipping, and when I'm driving, it makes it a pain.
So that's typically done with a view mode. If you do the basic outdoor view mode, where when you hit reverse, it just flips your camera around, it doesn't do it.
Right.
It's the chase camera where you can like swing it side to side and everything, kind of look where you want to look. That one causes that clipping issue.
And when I first started playing the game, I didn't have that clipping issue. It just started for me like a couple days ago.
Yep. So you play with breakdowns on, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I don't do that because stuff breaks down for literally no reason.
I didn't know.
That and also, like, despite how much money I earn in the game, I'm a cheap ass when it comes to wanting to set up lights. So I like to park my truck with the headlights on
Uh huh.
so I can see.
Ah. I'd even well, I never really looked in the settings. I didn't even look that you can turn off the breakdowns and everything like that.
Yeah, you're on normal difficulty, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You're not playing on hard.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, just if you hop into your settings and scroll down for your gameplay settings, you'll see breakdown, so you can disable that.
Okay. Now the hard.
The hard, you don't get that option, if I remember correctly. I've only played hard once, and I think that was disabled.
And see, I don't know if I want to play hard because then you've got to set the equipment in place, and there's no like hologram, and it doesn't snap. You've got to actually line everything up. And to me, that seemed like even with the hologram, that was a pain in the ass getting it all lined up.
The only one that really sucks is Orange Beast, because you got to get it like right on in order for it to clip in. But like the wash plant that you have set up, I've set that trommel in completely backwards, and it still snapped in.
Oh, really?
Yep.
On hard?
No, on normal.
On normal? Okay, yeah. I know you said you tried hard once. I didn't know how that went trying to set up the equipment for you.
So I did hard, no loans, and I got as far as doing the mobile wash plant, and I was digging with the mobile wash plant, and then I did something that sent the wash plant launching across the fucking claim, and then I couldn't recover it because it was like clipped into the ground, kind of like that excavator. You seen the excavator last night, right?
No.
That was clipped. Oh, you weren't here for the one that was clipped, the excavator that was clipped into the ground?
Uh-uh.
Oh yeah, I had the big excavator, or no, not the big one, the small one. That I would use just for like getting down into the pit to clean up some of the scraps around. And I got that thing somehow clipped into the ground. And all I did with it is I tried to drive down into the pit.
Huh. Yeah, today was the first day I've seen your stream. Because I think you tried to raid me last night.
Yeah,
and that's when we met.
Right, that's right. It's River that I'm thinking of. River's the one that seen it last night. Yeah, I forgot. I was trying to raid you and it wouldn't let me.
Which was weird because I checked my raid settings, and the only limitations on there is you got to have Twitch for 30 days and have at least one member. So there shouldn't have been anything to stop you.
The issue is you have follower only chat, and I wasn't a follower.
Ah.
So now that I'm a follower, I can raid you.
Okay. I didn't even know that. I didn't think that would be in the options.
See, like I'll even test this near you right now. So I'll hit my live button, and then I will do / raid old man Sarge. Not. Do I gotta reset my chat?
No, I think probably it probably won't let you do it because it says you got to have at least one viewer, and if you don't have one viewer, it'll stop from doing a raid.
Oh, I can give myself one viewer.
That's the only thing that I could think of. Because like I said, I was looking at it today. I was like, why wouldn't? But I wouldn't have thought followers only chat would stop from a raid.
So it says I have 1 viewer now, but it's still
Still not letting you raid.
it's not even popping up.
Huh. Yeah, when I let me check. Twitch. Let me go creator dashboard. Settings. I think it was in the settings stream.
Okay, that's weird.
Raids. Allow raids from channels that meet the following requirements. Minimum number of viewers 1. Minimum account age and days 30.
And my Twitch account's been since 2018. So.
Yeah. So I don't see why.
Well, I was stuck in that other guy's chat. So let's try it now.
Let me turn this
Now that
off
I'm in
and
my own chat.
see if this does anything. Channels with the above thresholds must also meet one of the following criteria. Try it now. I changed some things.
Yep, I just gotta wait for me to
Okay.
put my. Okay, now my raid is popping up. Okay, yeah, it works.
Okay.
It did pop up a couple of messages. This channel has follower or subscriber only chat, but it is actually giving me the option to raid you. So now, there,
There we go. Okay. Ah, somebody raids me. It's that damn phasmophobia where they scream out. Sometimes I got stuff on there scares the shit out of me, especially if I'm concentrating on something.
But yeah, I guarantee that your follower only chat was what prevented me from doing it last night.
Well, that and there was some other things that I had on my raid status that I unchecked all of it, so that may have had something to do. I just unchecked everything on it. And one of may have been followers something on there when I looked at it. Let me see. Settings.
Well, because when you raid somebody, it pops up as a chat, and if you have follower only chat, then it can't put that into your stream.
Yeah. Well, and I guess where I had allow rates from channels that said 1, but I had channels with the above threshold, so if they met the 1 and they met the 30s, they had to meet one of the other following criteria. They had to be my teammates, a channel I follow, channel on my suggested list, or my subscribers.
Yeah.
So I unchecked all that.
Yeah, so like usually when I end a stream, I try to raid into somebody that's playing the same game that I was.
Mm-hmm.
And you were the only other person on for Gold Mining Simulator.
Yeah, when I after we raided that other guy, I looked to see if anybody else. I said, well, I'll watch somebody else, and yeah, there was nobody else on either.
Yep, that's the whole reason why I picked him, and it looked like he was new, like definitely new at streaming. He had 6 followers, and I try to help out new streamers.
Yeah.
So like if I had an option between somebody who's got 3 viewers versus somebody that's got 100 viewers, I'm gonna go for the guy with 3 viewers.
Right. Yeah, and I'll admit I don't know a whole lot about streaming. I just kind of do this for fun.
Right.
That's all it is.
Well, it looks like you're doing all right because you're already affiliate.
Yeah, and well, what surprises me is what I get some of the views on. Like I could play Rust, and that of course everybody's streaming Rust, and these others, and I don't. But things I wouldn't get views, like my recycling center, I've had the most views out of that. I had a lot of views off that that Ultimate Feeder Simulator, but that just came out like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. So I imagine
Yeah.
I was streaming with the first couple days, so everybody's wanting to see how to actually play the game.
Right.
And then, like I said, then when the developer come on and he asked me how things are going, I kind of gave him some feedback on the game and all that, and he was talking about some changes he's gonna make. But I was like, man, that's pretty cool that I actually had a developer on my stream.
You criticize his game and he banned your account.
He was actually talking about because I told him like I didn't know how to do something, and he showed me on there, and then one of us upgraded the feeder to surround sound. I was like, I'm not finding anything in here where to upgrade to surround. And I guess you had to click on the projector, and then there were some options in there, but then it was like
Yeah.
$10,000 or $12,000. And he said, yeah, that's too expensive. He said next change he's gonna adjust the price for that. So I mean, it was pretty cool, and actually it's a pretty fun game. I was kind of surprised.
Yeah. Yeah. So you never played Outdoor yet?
No. I looked at it, and then my buddy's like, "Oh, don't get it. Wait for Gold Mining 2." But they're acting like Gold Mining 2 was hopefully going to be out like early spring, but I don't think it's going to be early spring.
So, are you a part of their Discord?
They're part of mine, yeah.
GMS2?
Oh, GBS, no.
Okay, I am going to send you an invite
Okay.
to their server. Because, like, right on the server, they talk about everything on here. So, like, GMS2 General, so, right up here, we had a guy that says, do we got an estimated date yet? Guy, they responded, or, no, they deleted that message, whatever it was. But so anyways, there was a message asking about, is there going to be a release this year? And they said, no, definitely not. There's no release date yet, but no sooner than 2026. To which I responded to them. I said, I'd rather you take your time and achieve your goals than get a rush game that has too many bugs. This game is going to be amazing. It's worth the wait.
Right.
But this is also like where you would post like bugs. So they got bug report for PC, bug report for Xbox, bug report for PlayStation. And so far, the only bug that I don't like, and I don't know if you've had this yet. Have you ever tried to hook up a power cord to your generator and then to an item and then it snaps?
No.
Even though you know you're definitely close enough?
No, I have not had that happen yet.
I have it happen with power cords and hoses. And then I'd go to pick it up because half the time they just reset to the shelf and they're still usable. And I'd go back and I'd try it again, and then I'd connect it on one end, and I'd start to walk with it, and it's no longer in my hand. I turn back and look, and I see the two ends, but no hose in between. And when I try to pick it up, it doesn't let me pick it up. I can detach what I attached, but it immediately drops to the ground, and it won't let me pick it up.
No, yeah, I haven't had anything like that happen.
Oh, yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, in a little bit I got to get off here and then log into War Thunder because I got like a 590-day streak on that. So to get my daily rewards.
They do have the pickup truck camera glitch posted on here.
Do they?
Yep. Excavator arm doesn't move up right. I've had that, but that was a restart the game and it cleared. because you run the game too long, you're gonna run into bugs.
Yeah, when I first got on earlier on my excavator, it was going sideways, it was going up and down, but it wouldn't extend sideways out. And then after about 5 minutes of playing with it, getting on, it finally started working. I was like, oh, what's going on? I thought I was gonna have to log out for that. Yeah, I was looking for a busted hose, everything on there. The hydraulic hose, no busted hydraulic hose, but it wouldn't extend out or in.
Yeah. Yeah, see, here's my more recent deal. I even sent him a video. Let's see if I can forward this to... Yeah, I'll forward it to you so you can see this video.
Okay.
But this was kind of goofing around on this one, trying to compare gold amounts that you get on Old Arnold using the Orange Beast versus the Tier 5. And I was trying to hook up the Nuggetator, and the cord kept on breaking. I've had it happen a few times on my normal gameplay, but I've learned a trick where if it does that, the very next time you go to do it, hook up to the item you're trying to hook up to first, and then go back to the generator.
Yeah, I seen where it just broke off. Yeah.
Yep, so I run all the way back and I pick it up off of the shelf where it reset to. I get all the way back and I try it again, and that's when it drops out of my hand and I can't interact with it no more. So I plug it in, and then when I jump down, that's when I realize I ain't got it. So I hop back up.
Yeah, I see where it disappeared once you jumped down. And it's still sticking out of there, yeah, but you couldn't pick it up.
Yep.
And now it disappeared.
Yep. They haven't fixed that one. Maybe they did fix it, but I don't. Like I said, I haven't been getting some of their bug fixes. So they might have fixed that one, because they told me that they've recreated the incident on their end, which means they've seen the bug, and they've been able to prove that the bug is there. I haven't seen anything in any of the patch notes about it, but they acknowledge that they were working on it, and then I still have it today. So it's really bad when it comes to the green hoses, because almost every time it actually breaks the green hose. And I play with breakdowns off, so nothing should be breaking down.
So how long have you been actually playing this game?
I started playing this game about 3 years ago.
See, and I've had this game for a while, but I never had a controller. And so when I first bought it, I was like, screw this with the keyboard. And then it just kind of...
I hated it. I hated it with keyboard.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out the bucket controls at all, because it's all done by the mouse.
Yeah, so I mean, it just sat for a while, and then, like I said, my buddy started talking about Gold Mining Simulator 2.
Yeah.
And be a multiplayer. I said, well, I'll get back into it so that way I can just check it out and get used to it and be ready for when the second one come out. In fact, I don't remember when I bought it, if whether it was Gold Rush and then Discovery dropped them.
Well, Discovery didn't drop them. How it happened was the original owners of Code Horizon, company that made the game, had a contract with Discovery to do it based off of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So they had the rights to the name and everything. Well, it was the people at Code Horizon at the time that had the rights, not the company itself. So then these new developers ended up buying Code Horizon from the old developers because they put everything up for sale. And they didn't have the rights to the name. And they quickly discussed with Discovery about, maintaining the name. Found out kind of what payment, what kind of royalties were required and everything like that. And they're like, okay, well, we'll just change the name then. And they went through and they changed the name to Gold Mining Simulator. They removed all the Gold Rush posters and skins. Because there used to be a skin that you can get that put Parker's head on your equipment. The clip art where you got Parker surrounded by his mountain of gold?
Uh-huh.
Yep, that used to be a skin that you could put on all of your equipment.
Oh, really?
And then you could get it on the hood of your truck. Well, all that got removed, but every now and then, if you click the right buttons in the game, you see the poster that was, I think, the season 7 and 8, or 6 and 7, main display. It had Todd Hoffman, Parker, and Tony Beats. And then, but you'll see it briefly, and then it changes. And I think it's in, when it looks like you're using Xbox controller, right?
Well, it's MSI. It's a PC controller. But it's
Is it Xbox? Is it Xbox style?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you push your select button to get to where your map and your gold map and everything is. I think it was that screen that every now and then when I'd click that, I'd see right where the go to the bank button is. That's where it would pop up at. And I'd see a poster of that briefly, and then it switched to this page. So, did you get enough information about the workers for what you need, or?
Yeah, I think so. I know you said put everything in storage.
Yeah, so everything has to go to your storage that's not on a claim. And then, if you want just workers to swap out buckets and mats for you, then you take out the things that have the buckets and mats attached to them.
Uh-huh.
You take them out one at a time. So, if you're going to run this style wash plant with the hog pans and everything, start out with the hog pans because they're the quickest to get. You just have the hog pan sluice core, the part that's got the little loops for the extra mat. You just have that on your claim. One of those is fine. And you leave that sit out on your claim, and you pass by, when I was talking about how you can kind of cheat the hire system.
Mm-hmm.
You just basically have that out, and it only works if you own the claim, because otherwise you're losing money. But you have that sit out, and you go to your camper and you sleep for a few days until you get 2 to 3 workers wanting to work for you. And then you go to your tablet and you check, and you're always going to get an overseer or a mechanic. You're always going to get those because they're not tied to any equipment. But the other ones are going to be for the equipment that's on your claim.
Okay. Which I've already got the hog pan.
You got the hog pan itself, the container. You need the hog pan sluice.
Oh, okay.
But the nice thing is you're getting more gold by having that guy working just from your hog pan. That first level skill there,
Uh huh.
9.41% to hog pan performance. That's your gold collection efficiency of that item. However, you want to know why he's not leveling up?
Why?
He's unassigned.
Well,
Click on a hog pan container. The little picture up by parcel 1. Click on it. Now hit assign.
Oh, see, I didn't know you had to do
Down
that.
at the bottom. Down at the bottom where it says assign. Yep.
Can I only assign him to one of them?
Yep. That's why you need 2 of them.
Okay. Well,
That's why he's not. That's why he's not collecting levels.
well, that's the same with this overseer then, because I haven't got him.
He is marked as assigned.
Oh.
He's assigned to parcel 1.
Because it don't seem like his. Of course, I may be wrong. It didn't seem like his skill level was going up either. But
Well, so their skill level only goes up as the days go by. At the end of every day, he gains his experience.
yeah, I thought since those pictures were there, that's what he was already.
Nope. Those are the options that you can do.
So now that I've
So-
assigned him, will
Yep,
that actually
so-
let me put extra mats in those things?
No, not for that one.
Okay.
When you get the item that does take the extra stuff, then those workers will do it. So, like when you, for example, when you first get the hog pan sluice core,
Uh huh.
which is the first section underneath that container, that's the one. That's the one that you need for them to get the extra mats. Your first level is going to give you 2 extra mats. Your second level is going to give you 4 extra mats. So for a total of 6. And you can see there's 8 slots there. And then
Right.
your third level gives you the last 2.
Okay.
Honestly, I think it should have been 4 and then 2 and 2. And then your the next one after that would be your trommel to duplex jig sluices.
Uh huh.
So once you got 2 workers on the hog pan sluice, then you sell that because it's the only way you're going to get it off of your claim. And then you pull one of your trommel to duplex jig sluices out of storage on your claim, and you repeat the process. You sleep a few days till you get a few workers, and then you go and have a look, and you're looking for 2 of them. So you can assign 1 to each, and you hire both of them. Doesn't matter what percentage they're at, because in the end, they all level up the same.
Right. Now, when it comes winter time, what do you do
Yes.
for mining then? Because I heard the permafrost. You're gonna break equipment.
So now, I think on hard difficulty you can actually stay, and what'll happen is because you'll reach to down to 1 day of winter on easy mode, and then it doesn't let you go any further than that. You try to go sleep a day, and it's going to tell you, nope, you can't sleep. Go to the hotel. But so, as far as your equipment, you're going to want to take anything that has moving parts and move it to your storage. The storage off claim.
Uh huh.
Your machinery, so like your excavator, your dump truck, your wave table, your nuggetator, all that kind of stuff, you can park that inside of the storage shed that's on your claim. The big green storage shed behind you.
Right.
You can park all that into there, and then it'll be fine.
So you're not
But, like,
mining at all during the winter months.
No. Nope. Once you hit up to the last day before winter, anything beyond that, like if you play on normal, you can go all the way up to permafrost, and if you try to stay past permafrost, then you pass out and you wake up at the hotel. But if you have breakdowns disabled, you can leave everything where it is and just go to the hotel.
Well, that's good though, because I wouldn't have known all that. So.
Yep. So your equipment, if it's left sat out with breakdowns on, chances are you're going to come back to a bunch of broken stuff, and you're going to have to replace it all. If you turn breakdowns off, you can leave everything right where it is, and then just hop in your truck and take off for the hotel. And it's got to be on 1 day to winter or later. So if you're into winter at all, then you can do it. If you're at the 1 day to winter, then you can do it. But if you're at 2 days to winter, you got to wait till the 1 day to winter.
Right.
But you just go to the hotel, you activate the door, and then it'll give you your season summary, and then you can it'll pop you back up on first day of spring.
Okay. Now, for your storage container, do you usually just get a bunch of wooden boxes and store stuff in that?
No, I don't really worry about storing anything. The only thing I use the storage container for is moving.
Okay.
And the big thing that I use this for is for all the mats. Well, I'll throw the nuggetator, the wave table, the hoses, and all the mats into there. Because that's the other thing is sometimes I don't want to stop and do a cleanup. Now that I got the Orange Beast, it's not a big deal, but I don't want to stop and do a cleanup. So when I get the worker has swapped out mats and buckets, then I'll go and I'll pull the mats and I'll put fresh mats into the slots that they just filled it. Because what they'll do is the slots on the side where you can put the extras, they take those, put it in the tray, and then put the used ones back into those slots on the side. So then I'll stop, I'll come over, I'll grab all the mats that are full of dirt, and I'll drop them to the ground and put fresh mats in. So a lot of times I have way more mats than what the machine can hold.
Right.
The other thing you can do, if you really want to, is don't worry about cleaning your gold yet. Buy a bunch of buckets. And by a bunch, I mean like you fill your truck with as many stacked buckets as you can. And then you run your nuggetator, and then you put take the bucket out of the nuggetator, and you stick it off to the side. And then you put a fresh bucket under there, and you just build up buckets until you're basically at the end of your season. This is if you can afford to do it. But then once you hit the end of your season, you do your wash, your cleaning at the end of the season.
Right. Yeah, that's the only thing. Like I said, I wish this was multiplayer, because basically you run 2 truckloads at a time, and then run the equipment, and then go get 2 more truckloads.
This is where for you, if you had the conveyors, it would be perfect for you, because then you could do how I do it and just dig and load into the conveyor out at the site.
Right.
Eliminate the dump truck.
Yeah, and eventually I'll work up to it, but I've only been playing, for a couple weeks. It'll be a little bit before I get there. Which I guess having that hog guy, because I've noticed every one of my cleanups, I thought the other guy, what did you say his name was earlier? I was watching your stream last night.
Joe? Or River?
River. He said, he'd been getting, I think he said when he does cleanups, he's getting like 50 ounces, and I'm like, dang, usually I get 100 to 130 on my cleanup.
Well, Your worker wasn't doing anything because he wasn't assigned.
Oh, then for some reason, I guess I was getting good cleanups because maybe I'm hitting that part of
So,
the rich area.
River is still using tier 1.
Ah,
Or not tier 1, tier 3. So he's got the shaker deck, the trommel, and the duplex jigs. Where you got the reinforced trommel, the Glacier Creek, and the gravel pumps. The other thing is, River's not drilling for gold. He's not running the drill, and he's not buying drill holes. So he has no clue where the good rich pockets of gold are. So he's probably digging in crap dirt. He's on Old Arnold, and Old Arnold is crap dirt. But I can say this, he has stepped up to the same claim that you're moving to.
yeah. I spent, I think it was two days. Like I was doing it at work, doing nothing but drilling holes. I was doing four per square, and I think by the time I got done drilling the holes, I ended up with over 2,000 ounces, 2,000 ounces of gold.
So I drilled out the entire claim.
And that's what I did on this one. Yeah.
Yep, I drilled out the entire claim. I did 5 holes. I did center and 4 corners because that's actually the most efficient way to drill. And then once I got done drilling it, I went back with, I turned around and I leased the big excavator. And then I leased the cordless and I bought the mobile plant. And basically what I did is I sat there and I dug the richest areas of the ground that had the highest gold amount, and I ran it through the mobile wash plant. Made like 3 million off of the first one. I reset the claim, returned the excavator and the cordless, bought the excavator and the cordless, and went back and did the same thing after I reset the claim. I drilled it. I leased the drilling machine. I went through, I drilled everything. And then I went and dug the rich spots. And then at this point, I owned everything except for the drilling machine, which I just kept returning that after I got done. And then I turned around, cash in, and I made about 4 million that time. Then I bought the wash plant. And I bought myself a couple of Frankensteins. I went back after, I reset it. I went back with all the new equipment. I drilled it again, dug out the rich areas, ran it through the wash plant, got my workers all situated. I spent about a season, because I bought the claim as well. I spent about a season working on my workers, getting them to where I wanted them. And then I went and I started digging out the claim and running it through the wash plant on the rich spots again. And then I reset the claim again, got everything set up, dug it into a rich area, and I started looking at my total amounts. It's like, you know what? I have enough money that if I sell my wash plant, I can keep the big excavator, the cordless. I sell the wash plant, all my Franks, I had 3 Franks at that time. I can buy the next claim. So that's what I did. I sold everything, kept the big excavator, the cordless, and I bought Nighthawk. By the time I bought Nighthawk, I had just enough money to get the mobile wash plant. And I had to go take out a loan to get the generator, the hoses, and the power cords.
Now I've been told
I sat there.
The drill.
I sat there and I dug on Nighthawk for 3 days, 3 game days. Running it through the mobile wash plant. But then I started getting enough money that I started buying I was able to buy the tier 3 wash plant again, and Then I started making enough money I could upgrade it.
Now, as far as the drilling machine, I've always been told, you know, it's not worth buying it, always lease it, but I was thinking about buying it. Would you recommend buying that?
If you're going to go through and drill everything in one day, I would say lease it. If you're going to drill section by section and then dig out those sections before you go drill another section, then I'd say buy it.
Usually I do the whole bit.
How long does it take for you to do the whole bit?
Last time when I did it,
Like game days, not real days.
it
How
took
many-
one day.
Lease it. As long as you get it done before midnight in the game and you return it, you only pay the one small fee. Your money is better spent on other things than buying a drilling machine that you're only going to use for one day out of a season
Right.
per claim. Like I'm a big firm believer in just leasing it. And if you don't want to spend the amount of money to lease the big one, lease the skid loader. Does the same thing.
Skid loader.
Yeah. Go into town real quick.
Let me shut this off and then I'll go in there.
Do you flip all the individual switches?
I used to
Hey,
do the main
stop.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. When you're shutting it down, just hit the all off.
Yeah, I had been doing that. I don't know. I've just kind of gotten the habit of doing that now, but yeah.
And then the other thing, if you don't want to walk all the way up to the water tower to to shut off your water, just disconnect it from your wash plant. So like you got a splitter
Uh-huh.
that goes from your big hose down to your red hose. If you disconnect that red hose from the splitter, you're not flowing water anymore.
Okay.
So sometimes that's a lot faster than running all the way to the water tower. And I joke around because I'm a huge fan of the show, and I like to joke around. I call that the bypass.
All right, man.
So go into town and go to the equipment store. Don't run into things because you got damage on. All right. Go ahead and hop out of your truck. Turn on your flashlight so you can see. Now go to the left. Go straight. Well, more to the right. You're basically going back to where the orange bee stuff is. So go through there, and then make a U-turn to your left immediately. No, turn the keep turning. There you go. Right there.
Huh.
Take a look at the price of that. $10,000, you can buy it.
And that does the same as the other one.
Yep. And then if you were to go, the other one's at the front by your truck.
Yeah. I was just looking at that bulldozer. I guess I never noticed the ripper on the back.
The bulldozer is only good if you're going to be digging in permafrost. But yeah, now look at the price of this one.
Right. Yeah, that was like almost 100,000.
Go ahead and activate it and look at the lease cost.
I was gonna say, yeah, I thought it was around 4,000. Yeah.
So the other one is like $900 or so to lease it, if I remember correctly. So would you rather spend almost $100,000 on something that you're going to use once per season per claim, or per reset of a claim, or would you rather pay $4,000 and return it, or like $900 and return the other one?
Right.
But yeah, so now that I got this generator, I very rarely use the little tiny one anymore.
Right. Yeah, I
This
think
thing,
Railroad's running
this
two
thing,
of
I can run 2 wash plants off of this generator.
these. See,
Because
I think Railroad's running 2 of these. That's why I wasn't sure if.
yeah, you can, but there's really no purpose to it. That has enough power that if you do not get the bucket conveyor and hopper, which is 2 large power slots for the high voltage cable.
Uh huh.
So if you just have the trommel, the shaker, and then your duplex jigs of whatever version that you have, like, so you got the tier 5 setup, but you don't have that conveyor, then you can use this to run that style wash plant and Orange Beast off of one generator, and still have enough slots to run all of your gold cleanup stuff and some lights. Because then you're only using 3 high voltage slots, and if I remember correctly, it's 5 high voltage slots on the side.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 and 5. So then, when it comes to your lights, you can use the regular low voltage and run 5 lights that way, or you can get the power splitter, and you get 4 off of each high voltage. Then you're not spending extra fuel having the diesel powered light tower.
Yeah, right now I got. Let me go there.
Just so you know, you do not have to go to a fast travel spot to fast travel.
Right.
You can fast travel from anywhere.
So far, I've got this light one.
Yeah, so that costs extra fuel, but if you go to the opposite corner of the building, you get the regular electric ones.
Yeah, those right there.
Those work just fine.
I just had this one on the far side of the claim, and it really didn't burn that much fuel. I've got the mobile fuel tank. I've got this large trailer. Of course, I got that. I don't have the mobile water tank yet. Do you have that?
That up by the cabin. I bought it for that claim.
Okay.
Just because I didn't want to go through reducers to get down to the red hose.
Mm-hmm.
Because you only have 3 large hose outlets from the water tower.
Right.
So I got that, so I didn't have to do the reducers. Basically, I just plugged the big hose into the intake on the side, and then I plug a red hose into the front of the actual pump.
Okay.
Works great. And then if I ever do want to go and run my mobile wash plant, like say I get tired of extending out my conveyors for like little pockets of shit, then I take the mobile wash plant and I take that trailer and I got water to feed it.
Okay. Which I've kept my mobile. I didn't resell that.
Yep. Definitely go with the mobile over the mini.
And I think that's about it for the major stuff that I have.
So I ran a test on 8-meter deep. It was 8 meters deep, and there was 172 ounces of gold in that square. I ran a test digging the exact same square, using the mobile wash plant versus the mini wash plant. Out of the 76 ounces that were there, I got, from the mobile wash plant, I got 112 ounces. The mini wash plant, I got 67. You just put the box inside of the truck.
Yeah.
You know you can stack them on the back of the truck. And as long as it's in the back of the truck and not like sitting way up on top, they won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like that one might go somewhere.
We're gonna find out.
Easy way to tell is accelerate and then slam on the brakes.
I'm just gonna fast travel, and if I lose it, I lose it. It wasn't a huge investment there. Nope, didn't lose it.
So you put stuff into your trailer and then tried to use the transport to get it to your claim.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll leave everything there.
Yeah, I found that out. And the only reason why I did it because it's when I first started.
So you know you can have this stuff delivered directly to your claim, right?
Yeah, just a lot more expensive.
Yeah, but sometimes it's worth it for.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it on some of the things. Other things like bigger pieces, I won't because there's a pretty good price difference.
I would keep that box out, load it with the stuff, and then put it in here. Because what that box is good for is carrying a bunch of stuff at once.
Right. Which is what I've
So
got.
if you can carry a bunch of stuff at once, and then carry it all at once to the shipping container, that's better than putting the box in there and still having to carry it one at a time.
Like the junk I've gotten here.
Yep.
But when I first started, I had ordered the trailer. I had ordered I think the big diesel, whatever. So instead of having to hook up the truck, multiple times, I tried loading everything in the trailer and then transport it. And found out real quick it didn't transport the other items.
Spent $1,500 for nothing. Yep. So at least now you know that you can just hook up to the trailer, and then you can fast travel. Damn, you got a lot of power cords.
Yeah, I kind of went ballistic when I first started.
So chances of you breaking and losing a power cord is very slim. Why not recover some of your money and sell those?
Do you get pretty much the same price back, or is it really fraction?
It's like half price.
Is it?
But half price is better than carrying around a bunch of cables. You'll probably need all those little cables. But half price is better than carrying around a bunch of cables you're probably not going to use.
Yeah, like I was buying, like even the stuff to haul the containers off the excavator.
Oh, those ones right there, the 9 meters, only ones you're going to need. Get rid of the rest of them.
See, and I've used the 4 more than because the 9 seemed like it didn't raise it up much as far as like the gravel ones, where the 4 was perfect for the gravel.
If you have the big excavator like you do now, you only need the 9s.
And I've never used these. I bought these and I've never used these.
You get to Nighthawk, or not Nighthawk, Waterfall, you're going to need them. Are those the mediums or are those the bigs? Those are the mediums.
Yeah.
You're probably only going to need one at. What are you putting? Just one type of thing into each box?
No, I just seen if it would go in there. Just tested it out.
So I got one of my buddies to start playing this game when I first started playing it, and he was keyboard and mouse, hypersensitive mouse at that. And I was trying to explain to him, we were streaming it on Discord, so we had more real-time visual. Because, like, I don't know what the delay is. Right now, you're jumping into your your garbage bin.
Not a huge delay.
Okay, so I will let you know when you close out of your selling on the screen.
Okay. Here. All right. Right now, I'm exiting it.
You just click now.
So
that's the delay. It's like 7 seconds.
Yeah.
But I always got to remember when talking to somebody on Discord and then watching their Twitch, it's delayed. Yeah, 7 seconds. That's pretty good. You must have good internet where you're at.
I don't know. It's our local Spectrum. I don't know.
Well, the thing that determines it is your upload speed. As long as you have more than 10 megabits of upload speed, then you get a pretty good delay reaction for your stream.
Which I think I'm going to get off of here. I've done spent all day on here. And I've still got to hit War Thunder for my daily. I know you said you'd never played that. It's a pretty good game.
As far as I understand, it's free too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah, because it's made by Wargaming, right?
I don't know, but pretty much all their games, Enlisted, War Thunder, and I think there might be another one. They're all free.
Maybe they're not by Wargaming. Because Wargaming does World of Tanks, World of Warships, and World of Warplanes.
Yeah. No, this is some Russian group or something.
And
like
then they were talking about combining all of them into one, which is what Wargaming is. Because you got tanks, you got planes, you got ships.
Which I had some friends. They turned me on to War Thunder, and I could kill them for doing that because I've spent a lot of time in that. Like I said, I've got 500 some consecutive days signed in. And I hate to break that streak because you get, you get boosts and stuff like that. Like you get 5 medium, and then on the 5th or 6th day, or I don't think it goes as far out as 7, then you get a bigger trophy chance.
That's how they get you.
Yeah. Well, they get you for the game for free, but then when they have sales like on some of their skin tanks and stuff like that, that's when they get you.
Yeah. Yeah, World of Warships gets you where you can gain all of the experience in these ships, but then it's locked to that ship. And then you need it to train into something else. Well, the only way to get that experience is to buy it out with doubloons. Well, doubloons you get by spending actual money.
Oh, see, like War Thunder. Now your crew experience, that'll carry on to whatever tank you're on. But as you move up in tanks, you got to relearn. Unlock features in that tank, which it's all free, but. Like, I've got the American tanks pretty much maxed out. The only reason why I don't is because they've introduced a couple new ones now. So I've got to research them. So I've pretty much maxed out the American tanks. I'm working on Russian now, and I'm like on tier 5 or tier 6 on the Russian tanks.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, when I first started streaming, I was streaming World of Tanks. I used to be really good at it, and then I stopped playing it for several years, and it changed so much that I hardly ever even open it anymore.
Yeah, you'd probably like War Thunder. It's a love hate. When the Chinese get on, and I hate to say it, but I know there's hacking going on there because when they're shooting you from across the damn map and one-shotting you.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll some as I tell everybody on there, when you play it, sometimes you're the windshield, and sometimes you're the bug. I'll have my good matches, and then I'll have where shit
Yeah.
don't even see them, and yeah, they're taking me out. But I've also told my buddies, like when I play with them, for some reason I play better solo because when I'm playing with them, I'm trying to watch out for them too. And I'll get hit a lot more than if I'm just playing solo. I'm watching out for myself.
So I think when it came to World of Tanks, my favorite match that I've ever done was back on Xbox when they had it to you can have up to 5 people in your platoon. On PC, it's only 3. But we had 5 of us, and we all picked AT2s, which are tank destroyers, and they're very, very tanky. Like if you're shooting at them from head on, you got a very, very small spot that's a weak spot, and it's hard to hit that spot. They're the only way really that you kill them is you got to get behind them. Well, they're super slow, and depending on the gun that you put on it, you can either fire really fast and do less damage. You can fire really slow and just pretty much annihilate a tank in one hit. Well, we all had different variations, and we'd follow each other in a line. And we'd go up against some of the strongest tanks and watch as they panic as we all like split out and surround them. And the next thing you know, the chat's blowing up, and the next match is like, "Hey, it's the AT guys."
Which War Thunder you got to watch because depending on what country, you know, they basic pretty realistic. There's different vulnerabilities with different tanks. Same with the rounds. And usually the matches are there's 2 teams and they'll range from probably 10 to 12, 10 to 14 on each team.
Yep.
And then you get 3 tanks. You get 3 tanks per match, unless you're playing realistic. If you play realistic, you can go anywhere from 1 to 3. Like if you die right away without earning any, I guess, credit or whatever I'm going to call it, where you get opportunity for another tank. Yeah. Realistic is fun because you don't know, it's realistic. Arcade, there's going to be a red dot. Once you spot somebody, there's a red dot on the map where they're at.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to play because I got to stay up all night because I start overnight shift here on Monday. So my job, we do 1 month on overnights and 1 month on days. Well, we're starting our overnight stretch on Monday. But I was getting tired of digging gold. I've been digging gold for the last few days straight, so.
What kind of job you do?
I work at the canola plant.
What kind of plant?
Canola.
Okay.
So if you used to live in, you said you used to live in Redwood Falls, right?
Red Lake, yeah.
Red Lake Falls, yeah, Red Lake Falls. You'd probably be familiar with it because it's not that far away from you.
Well, it's been 34 years. I mean, I go back and visit, but.
Oh, 34 years since you lived there? Okay, then, yeah, never mind. It wasn't built yet.
Yeah. Because I joined the Army when I was 18.
Okay.
Now the biggest plants that I know up there, like my brother and sister-in-law, they work like at Marvin Windows. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, Marvin Windows.
I have actually.
And then My niece works in Thief River Falls at like Polaris.
Yep. Which I know a few people that work at the Polaris plant in Roseau. Or is it Roseau or no? They're in Thief River, but people that work there are in Roseau.
Yep. And that's my brothers. You know, they moved from Red Lake Falls. They live in Roseau.
Yeah.
In fact, my brother he owned a garage for a little while, and I think he just recently got out of that business. Which I don't
They
know
gave
how
me some new
I don't
chips.
I don't know how close you live to Roseau.
But like Roseau's about, well, actually now I live a little bit closer because I live in Carlstadt. So they're probably about 40 minutes,
Okay.
45 minutes from here.
Hmm. Yeah, all my family still lives. I'm the only one that moved away. All my family still lives up there,
Okay.
either in Hutchinson, Minnesota, Roseau, and then Boston area.
Yeah. Boston.
And then all my aunts and uncles live like in Mentor, Minnesota, Crookston area.
Yeah. Yeah. Like all my family, except for my cousin. My cousin lives in Lancaster. But all the rest of my family are down by the cities.
Okay.
But my girlfriend grew up here, and her family was up here, and house that we were living in before just wasn't really suitable for having kids, and we were about to have our second kid, and we were renting a house on a lake, needed a lot of work. Originally I had a deal worked out with the landlord that I'd do a bunch of the work. Well, then they stopped approving the work that I was trying to do. So I decided that, okay, well, if you're not going to allow us to fix up the place and more particularly work on getting rid of the mold in the basement, then we ain't going to stay here. And so we ended up moving up here, and we stayed at her parents' house with the promise of them giving us their house as soon as they bought a new one. And then they didn't do that, and I got tired of being there, so I ended up getting the house that we're in now.
Okay.
And we kind of did it without them knowing, and as soon as they found out that we were getting into a new house, and they decided to start looking around again. They wanted to keep the grandkids close.
Yeah, like I said, I joined the army. I was mostly stationed in the South, and then Kentucky. That was the furthest north I got stationed at. Met a local, and I've been here ever since. I tell her, I was like, "You want to move to Minnesota?" And she's like, "Hell no, it's too cold." So. The only thing I miss is football. I miss not going to a Minnesota Vikings game.
Yeah.
Even though
So
it's heartbreak every year.
They gave me these new chips, but I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to use them on.
Which I'm gonna stop this stream and I'm gonna take a look and